They don't do sub.
Well, hello, everybody. It's Dane and Amy from the Runny Drink Podcast at runnydrink.net.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
I
We
don't
only
even
have
know what's
we only
going
have the
on.
microphone for here,
It's
not here.
Can you hear us?
Just so everybody knows, we are going live. Welcome to our Wednesday night beer chat. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at the same time. I'd like to say it's through the magic of computer switching. However, we have two different camera setups going. So, yeah, yay. We're going to make that work. Welcome, everybody. Do us a favor. Drop a comment and say hi. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking tonight. We actually made a point of tagging the brewery of the beer, who brewed the beer that we're going to be having this evening. And we are super fortunate. Amy mentioned it just a second ago over on Instagram. We're super fortunate that patron of the show, Josh, our executive producer in charge of hashtags, was kind enough to do a 1,400-ish mile beer run and bring us a bunch of beer. And this selection I am super excited about because I love their theming. I love I love their decals, but the look of the can. I the whole thing is just fantastic. What's wrong?
I don't have my glasses.
Go get your glasses. Stand by. And again, I said it for everybody over on Instagram. Welcome to this week's episode of How the Sausage is Made.
I also hit return too fast on any Instagram comments. So that's good that you're manning the comments.
I will man the comments. So for those of you that are joining us over on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, please drop a comment. Say hi. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking. Instagram, Amy will be back in just a second. I can't really see her screen from here, so I'm going to apologize in advance. But tonight is the second of this series of IPAs. I mean, we are venturing out. We are broadening our horizons. We are expanding our palates, as it were. And we're going to be having a beer from our friends at Revolution Brewing.
Sorry.
And that beer is called Zenith Hero. Zenith Hero.
Oh, hold on.
I'm going to show this off to both cameras. Camera one. And camera two.
I'm older than 21. I made it back.
And Amy's going to read the description of the beer when she finds it.
When I find it.
So she's checking out the website now.
Yeah.
We've got JoJo over here in the chat on Facebook. Hello, hello. Well, people are starting to pop in over here on Facebook, which is really nice to see. I can't see where people are, JoJo. Until they comment, all I can see is, that there are people. So no one area is better. We love all of them the same, but we are super excited to have you, regardless of which platform you're choosing to hang out with us on. So do us a favor.
I'm almost there.
Do us a favor. If you have a second, while Amy is looking for the description of the beer, share the chat. Share this tonight with your friends. Let them know about us so that they can come over here and join us, like I'm about to do if she will read the description of the beer. I have vamped as long as I can.
I got it. Tonight, as my co-host said, we're having, look at me, I'm so weird. Well, okay.
You're not weird. Those are great.
All right. Tonight, we're having Zenith Hero India Pale Ale. And it's 7.5% ABV. And it's 65 IBU, not nearly as bitter as we've had before locally.
No.
Limited release. As far as availability, it's only available in 12-ounce cans. And it says, hit a lofty new summit with a hero powered by the layered fruit complexities of Sultana hops.
Tomato.
Big and burly, like the Hulk. It doesn't say like the Hulk, but it says big and burly with contrasting tropical fruit notes climbing to the fore alongside pine and wild flower.
Interesting.
Like the hops. And there's no movie quote on this one.
On this one, no movie quote.
It makes me sad.
But,
anyway, that's the description.
Okay. Well, let's pour this.
Yeah.
I know there's some beer purist out there who's probably howling at the sight that we had stacked our pint glasses like that.
Fun Size Jen says, it complex. I'm out. I'll get confused. It's too complex for me also.
Okay, just in pouring this, I could be wrong, but the appearance of this beer seems like it probably has a medium to heavy body just off the look of it pouring. Oh boy.
Did you smell it? Is that why you're saying it?
No, she didn't even hear what I said. I said the appearance of it. That's your beer. Grab it, smell it.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. As Medea would say.
Yeah, I don't know if Josh is in here tonight. Maybe not. I don't know.
Now, as you can see, the color on this is like a deep golden, bordering on.
Did you share the chat? Did I give you a chance to do that?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's exactly what I needed. A deep golden color, almost bordering on amber. And I can see particulates almost as if this were bottle conditioned.
Bottle conditioned, which means there's sediment at the bottom from the brewing process.
Yeah. I can see it as I hold it up to the light there.
And I have comments
Cheers.
yet to read to everybody.
So as you guys are jumping in, I see more people coming in. Please say hi. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking, if anything. Just say hi. We'd love to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to say hi back.
So speaking of who's saying hi, over here on Instagram, we have Fun Size Jen who says, hi, I'm Jennifer. Well, she said, hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm 45. I like long walks on the beach, Disney, and drinking Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
I love Dr. Pepper. It's my favorite.
It's not really Dr. Pepper.
I don't care.
You're drinking Dr. Pepper's creation. So you're really drinking Dr. Pepper's monster.
What?
Like Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, well, yes. I used to teach that book. So you are correct. You are correct.
James J. Williams is over here on Facebook. Good evening, kind sir.
James J. Williams, how are you? I see that maybe your Facebook page and your groups have been renamed. Tell us more about that.
Yes.
And while I say, Rhonda Lee, she says, hi, I am Rhonda from chilly Nova Scotia, drinking a glass of ice water tonight.
Oh.
Ice water.
Wow.
Whoa.
Is it fresh mountain water?
Whoa.
Oh, look at that. Jennifer has jumped in over here on Facebook. Hi, guys. I'm Jennifer. I am from Florida. I'm drinking a water from Chick-fil-A. Nothing wrong with that.
Who doesn't love a hint of prune in their soda?
A hint of prune?
Well, Dr. Pepper.
Well, that's true. That is very true. And Josh has joined us over on the tubes.
And JoJo is over here and there, I think.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming over.
I think she's trying to share the love everywhere, which is
Please
great.
do. Please do.
I appreciate it more than you know. Now, I can't see that far. Jennifer who?
Jennifer, one thing you're going to learn about us really quick is that we are great at mutilating names and
We are.
pronunciations. So
Baramond.
is it
Bamond.
Bamond?
Bamond.
Let us know.
I can't see that far either.
Phonetically. No, her vision's terrible. So
one of Rhonda Lee's choices of beverage used to be Diet Dr. Pepper. Did you know?
Oh, actually, Diet Dr. Pepper, of all the diet sodas out there, Diet Dr. Pepper is really second only to Diet Barks Root Beer.
Yes, because they don't taste diet.
No.
They don't taste diet. You could fight me on it. Let me know.
But you're right. So why would I?
But I think I'm right. I believe I am correct.
Oh, Josh over here on the tubes is asking if we enjoyed his video. Josh sent us a video of a catastrophic knee failure during weightlifting.
He also sent it to the Coffee Crew.
Oh my.
Message group and Instagram.
That made me
Josh's video.
That actually, I had a visceral reaction to watching that.
Can't.
I'm like, no. And this is coming from somebody who's blown out their knee and had to have it scoped. So
I can't.
It wasn't my knee issue was not nearly that entertaining. Catastrophic. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
excellent. Bomb Monday. Thank you, Jennifer, for letting us know. And that's a great way to say it. I get it all the time too.
Bomb Monday.
Yeah.
Bomb Monday.
I get it all the time. People see my name, Costin, and they want to, turn it, put accents where they don't belong. And I just have to tell them, like Boston, only with a C.
This is exactly what I always say. It's like Amy Costin, only like Boston, only with a C.
You know where I got that from?
Where?
My dad.
Yeah.
Because I used to have to hear him correct people all the time.
Costin.
Everything.
Like there's a coaster. Or
my high school Spanish class, like first day, the teacher's reading the roll. He gets to my name and he's like, Senor Coston.
Well, that sounds sexy.
And I'm like, no,
with an accent.
That's not me. About as Scotch Irish as you can get, sir. But yeah, it was. He's like, oh, it sounds like it would be Castilian. No.
Well, you have a sexy name
by way of Edinburgh.
Maybe someday we'll get to Ireland. Jennifer, Monday.
Well, we're glad to have you, Jen. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And welcome.
Drop in the chat what you're doing today, what you're drinking, what you're eating, where you're from.
She's from Florida.
We know that. We didn't know what part though, right?
Are you a fellow runner?
Yeah.
If so, we'd love to hear about it.
Yes.
Are you a human being that likes food and drink? We'd like to hear about that too.
We would like to hear about that. I need to hear a lot about all of these topics and nothing about any kind of
the real world.
So,
okay, I have a topical question.
Well, I also have other descriptions here of what people, where they're from and what they're doing and eating and drinking and things like that. What is your question?
How do you like the beer? What do you think? What do you, I think that I was correct. The body on this is medium to heavy.
I agree.
It starts out
like
bitter.
A category 3 kind of body, like Big Storm's category 3 from the hurricane series, like that kind of body, but it's bitter on the end.
See, for me, it starts out bitter and then it tapers off immediately. Like the finish is like super
it's bitter up front for you.
It is for me. Like this one here, you don't get any linging bitterness.
I get citrus in the middle.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but then I get like a dry bitterness on the end.
But it fades for me.
Well, it lingers here.
Oh.
But that's just me. Anyway, I'm sure that an IPA fan would love it.
Yes.
You know what I like about it? 7.5%. That's what I love about it. Jojo says, "Hi, my name is Jojo, and I like to be on multiple platforms to share my love of the Running Drink podcast." Not just, she didn't say that. But I'm really happy that she's sharing us everywhere and supporting so much. I live in freaking Alabama. I love to run, walk, wear tutus. I might have ordered a tutu for Donna. And I'm a fun-loving goof. Currently, I'm drinking water with flavor drops. No sparkling ice.
Wow.
Tonight, huh? But she's eating an apple turnover with vanilla bean ice cream and whipped cream.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Jennifer over here on Facebook is just up the road from us. Jennifer, we're down in, kind
Oh,
of
Brandon.
chilly Cape Coral, Florida. I'm very familiar with Brandon.
Yes.
I
Brandon, Florida.
I grew up in Tampa, so I know right where you're at.
Mhm.
And you guys do have a lot of breweries up that way with a lot of great stuff to try. And
Ooh, around there.
And I'm glad. I know that you're saying that you don't like beer, but I love the fact that you visit and give stuff a try. That's a great way.
Do you love cider?
Great way to
Yeah.
experiment.
Or wine? We're trying to get into that.
We're trying to get into wine.
Yeah. We do a lot of walking with our running. Also, we are the back of the packers. We yeah.
Yep. Jennifer, for those that are new to the podcast, maybe you're just dropping in on one of our videos for the first time. Amy and I are Galloway Run Walk runners. So
Yes.
we do intervals.
Yes.
But our podcast and what we do is all about celebrating everybody out on the course if you're going to do a run. But we have a lot of people, a lot of foodies and travel nuts that just like, the kind of the city tour and kind of want to know places to go that come to us. And they're like, yeah, I'm not really a runner. I mean, y'all make it sound fun, but I like the food and drink, and that's totally okay.
Well, Cheryl just entered the chat on Instagram, and I would like to say, we hope you're doing well and recovering from your surgery.
Yes.
And we're thinking of you, and take it easy. And thank you for sending all the pet pictures I needed last night.
Yeah, Amy did a call out last night to get people to send pictures of their dogs and cats and furry friends.
Yeah.
So,
and because I needed that positivity, and that's also why we're wearing these shirts.
Yes.
Because it's important and to focus on the positive.
It is.
And this is something coming up for us that we have been waiting for 2 years. 2 years to get back to. Yeah.
It has. This will be year 2.
This will be year 2.
Last year, the Donna. We're talking about of course, the Donna Marathon weekend. We're going to be doing the half marathon this year. It went virtual last year, so we're back in person. Back in person.
Rhonda Lee says, I agree with those diet drink choices that we mentioned earlier, the Diet Dr. Pepper and the Diet Barks, and we'll add the Diet Ginger Ale to that list. Also true.
Actually, yeah.
Also true.
Diet Ginger Ale.
Also true.
Quite good.
Yes.
Especially if you can get a brand that has a really strong ginger flavor.
Yes.
That kind of it masks whatever the sweetener is, and you don't really have issues.
And
with a tasting diet.
Lorelei Trigger, welcome to our chat. And Fun Size Jen said, wait, how do people pronounce the how do other people pronounce Costin? And I think you went through all the ones.
I did. Well,
Costain,
I've gotten everything.
Costin,
and then some people, when they do it
Costa,
Costa all the time. And I work with a guy named Dan Costa. So that's not confusing at all.
No.
But
and you looked very similar to another coworker. So
another coworker and I, we bear a pretty good resemblance to each other. Our former coworker, he's retired now, Kevin Taylor, and he and I get confused for each other in public to this day.
Yeah.
So that still happens. It happens to me at least once a year with him.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. Wait, hold on. James and Sarah both got Hokas.
Oh, I love Hokas.
Excellent. Well, when you guys do your Run Disney event, we are absolutely on board for a meetup.
Yes.
Or a run together, depending on which one you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will totally register for all 3 races at a 19.3. Well, no, plus 5K. Well, I can't add in my head.
19.3, 5K, 10K.
Yeah, no, 5K, 10K half.
Or no, 10K half is 19.3. Sorry.
Yeah. So we'll do the 5K, the 10K, and the half, and then you can just run whichever one you want with us.
Absolutely.
And we'll walk as much as you want. Because you can walk to 5K and nobody will hound you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love this. Josh. Hi, my name is Josh. I'm from Alabama by way of Chicago. And by the way, we didn't mention it earlier.
Chicago.
We told you Josh did a 1,400-mile beer run to bring us these beers.
Yes.
This brewery is proudly and loudly a Chicago brewery. Mm-hmm. It's literally in their name on their social media, and it's all over their packaging as well. He doesn't like Disney. I despise Disney, Josh says, but he loves Nice Guys Pizza, which...
we love too.
We love too. Yeah. So, And you do need to check out their TikTok game. They
Oh
are
my
they're
God.
showing their kitchen making some of these pizzas. Oh, it's crazy.
You know what they need to show? Well, I don't know that if anybody can make it interesting, the process for making mozzarella sticks the way they make mozzarella sticks. I don't know if that's a trade secret,
Their
but
mozzarella sticks are this multi-layered. I don't know. I mean, it's actually hard enough where I believe that they have a single person that's their sole job
well, they
all
need to because
all
that
during
person needs
prep.
a day off.
And we used to joke about it, and we would say Nice Guys Pizzas unicorn sticks, because you'd go and 60% of the time we'd go on like early on a Friday,
This is before
sold
they,
out.
yeah,
So it's before they expanded.
yeah,
And they took over the little spot next to them for
Mhm.
prep, and
Yeah.
it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
We jokingly called them unicorn sticks.
Mhm. Cheryl says she's laying in bed and having a Star Wars movie marathon, drinking water and Gatorade.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And JoJo, who I think jumped over.
JoJo's all over. She's back and forth.
Yes, she is. I know
I
she
love
says
it.
she's so excited about Donna. She says she's trying to supplement her sparkling ice addiction with water.
That's a good call.
Okay,
That's a good call.
I've decided to.
Oh,
Have
and Josh, Nice Guys, they are patrons of the show. So yeah, we love and by the way, we would talk about them even if they weren't. We absolutely love
and I think
them, we did.
Yeah,
plenty.
when they weren't even sponsors of the show, they invited us to their 5th anniversary, and we did a Facebook Live. And
Anytime we've wanted to do a
interviews
live
and-
from there, they're totally on board.
Yeah.
They've given us interviews back behind the scenes.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you go dig back in our video archives, you can actually find them.
we haven't done one since they've been at the new location, and I would love to, but
That is true. Well,
I hope they still let us. They're so big on
They're-
TikTok now. Jeez.
well, they're getting pizza and TikTok famous.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, yeah, I also, Josh and JoJo, I also can't wait for the shenanigans and
At Donna.
at Donna. I can't wait. I know we're trying to work out our, what itinerary,
Yes.
a schedule, agenda. What would you call it?
I would call it an itinerary. Yeah.
Itinerary, because it's flexible and all of that. But because we're waiting to hear back from a couple of restaurants on interviews and things like that. We don't know. We know we're going to visit them,
Yes.
but we don't know if we need to do it at a specific time.
Amy's trying to finagle group reservations
Where
from
there
places
are-
that don't
that don't
normally
do it.
do reservations.
Mhm.
So we're hoping that everybody who's planning to come for the meetup doesn't make like super solid plans that they aren't willing to be a little flexible on, because as soon as we can post it, we will.
Mhm. I'm
But
trying.
it's coming.
I'm trying.
And before I talk about something else we posted, I'm going to answer this question.
Ooh.
James is asking me on my thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, Star Wars. How do you like the Book of Boba Fett? Cheryl, are you watching the Book of Boba Fett, or is it the movies?
I just got a text message from a friend of mine at work. He's like, I love Wednesday nights now because of Book of Boba Fett. And I said,
I thought you were going to say because of our beer chats.
well, I mean, he can love them both.
Yes,
Just
but he was
saying.
talking about the Book of
He was
Boba
talking
Fett.
about the Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
So I said, I do too. I just wish there are two things that one thing I'm going to critique on, one thing I'm going to kind of explain.
I think I know what you're going to critique on.
Everybody on that show looks like they just got their uniform, their costume straight from the dry cleaner. And the show is set on Tatooine, which is a desert planet. So I really want the director to in the next season to make them all go roll around in the parking lot out back before they get on camera. That's all. That's really my biggest gripe. The other gripe, which is most recent episode or most recent couple of episodes, saw the introduction of a biker gang that has very brightly, almost candy colored, like hovering, for lack of a better term, Vespas, like scooters.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of goofy in that respect. But the explanation behind that is that it's an homage to some of what George Lucas likes when you look back at, the things that he grew up with, and American Graffiti being one of his one of his loves, one of his original movies. So it's supposed to be a nod and an homage to that, but it just looks very weird being on that desert planet. Like, why are these people here? So that's kind of goofy. And then now they're trying to create a controversy about Boba Fett talking too much, because even Tamura, oh gosh, I forgot his last name. Tamura Morrison, the actor who plays Boba Fett's even saying, I think he talks too much. But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm actually enjoying it. I mean, I'm pretty confident in Dave Filoni, and I'm pretty confident in Jon Favreau. So hopefully,
Yeah.
we will, get some really good stuff as the season winds out.
Hey, and
So if you're going to have a Star Wars podcast episode and you want me to come on and chat it up, let me know. I'd be more than happy to geek out with you.
Yes.
No Mexican food before half marathon. Truth.
Yeah. So no Mexican food before that half. No. We might be saving the Mexican food for afterwards, because we hear that this place has a great tequila bar.
Oh yes. Yeah, we got a line from
like Sunday nightish.
We got a line from the director of the Donna Marathon herself.
The executive director of the Donna Foundation.
Yeah.
Amanda.
On what she described as the best taco you'll ever have, and one of the best tequila bars
you'll ever
go to. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh.
Josh is not a Boba Fett
or Jabba the Hutt fan.
I can understand not being a Jabba fan. I mean, he's a gangster and all.
Yeah.
Not gangsta. He's a gangster, like criminal. The 3 mile an hour high speed chase was so cool. Group of grannies on EVCs.
Wow.
And that critique, I think, is being echoed a good bit across the internet. James, I don't think you're wrong there. If you guys are not watching the Book of Boba Fett, it is the Star Wars spinoff over on Disney Plus. It is following the story of one of the characters that died, quote unquote, and Return of the Jedi back in '86 when it came out in theaters, and he's back. Of course, he was back in an episode of The Mandalorian. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm off my geek soapbox now.
Oh yeah.
No beans about it. No Mexican food before half marathon day.
No.
Yeah, that would be a gas powered run.
Yes. So we'll celebrate.
See what I did there?
We'll celebrate after.
Afterward.
After. Yes, after. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That beer, as it warms up, you get more of the citrus in the middle. And now, for me, that bitterness is lingering. So I totally seeing what you're talking about there now. It just needed to warm up a little bit, in my opinion. So, yeah. Other thing to talk about for announcements.
Yes.
We have officially published our race calendar. And this is, of course, a work in progress. Races are liable to be changed and added and subtracted based upon a myriad of reasons, not the least of which would be, global pandemic of the that we're not going to name by name because we don't want to be pulled down from various internet outlets. And of course,
sorry, what are we not going to say?
We're not going to talk about the virus.
Oh,
because we don't want to get pulled down.
Well, I don't want to get jinxed. Also,
so we don't know what, like, if things change in various locations and they're not going to have an a race go off and all that. So that said, let me pull up our website real quick and I will show everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Working on it.
Wahoo. Yeah. So I don't know.
All right. So here we go.
Are you sharing the screen?
I'm going to share the screen.
Okay.
He can do at least 4 miles an hour.
I can't.
Sure, you could.
No.
For the short running interval. Jojo, the race schedule is on runeatdrink.net. And all you have to do is click on the run tab at the top of the page. But I'm going to show you right now. Let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. Select a window. And that's it right there.
There it is. Okay.
And
okay.
There we go.
So we have to describe it for the people who are with us on Instagram. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody left on Instagram right now.
We'll see.
People had to go to dinner and such.
Oh, I understand. So the first race up, of course, is Donna, and we're going to be doing the first two kind of go together. So the Donna Marathon weekend, February 4th through 6th, will be in Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to be doing the half marathon distance there. I am, again, super excited for this one. This is going to be a big meetup for the Runcation Nation. So it's going to be an absolute blast, in my opinion. We also are going to be running a little bit later in the month.
Yes.
At the Gasparilla Distance Classic. That's race number 2. And that'll be February 26th and 27th in Tampa. This allows us to complete what you see up here in the Donna Square, which is called the Booby Trap Challenge, by doing both of those races in the same month. So we're super excited. We're going to be doing a distance there that we don't normally do. We've never done, I don't think that we've done an 8K at all. We've done 10Ks, but not
we've
8Ks.
Never done an 8K. We are our first 8K. So it's guaranteed if we finish to be a PR.
That one's going to be a PR. And then the following month, we are traveling to Virginia Beach, Virginia for the Shamrock Marathon weekend, March 18th through 20th. And we're going to be attempting to beat that PR because that's going to be our second 8K ever.
Yes.
And I'm super thrilled. That's going to be a blast. And we're already starting to work on meetups with people for that one. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. And we have not been to Virginia yet on the show. So we're going to Amy's birthplace. Following that, in May, we are going to be traveling to Indianapolis, Indiana for the One America Mini Marathon weekend, which is going to let us, as part of the race course, take a lap around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway where the Indy 500 runs. I am dying to do this one. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah.
You're
I mean, how
you're like, yeah, whatever.
I'm worried about running on an angle.
You don't run on the angle.
Okay.
You actually physically cannot do it.
Because I couldn't. Because
No.
we know about like the what do you call it? The really curved kind of off ramps at Disney are hard enough.
Yeah, no. This makes that look like flat Florida, like flat land like we run on normally. No. That angle there, you have to be moving to appreciate that one. And we will not be moving that fast. So we will be in Indy for the mini marathon there. Later in the summer, in June, we're going to be returning to Tampa, of course, because the Tampa Beer Run is the first race that we ever did on an episode of the show. And the Tampa Beer Run allows us to return to our roots, both for the show and for me personally, as I am a born and raised Floridian, Tampa boy.
And what did we say the date was for that one?
The date for that one is going to be June 11th and 12th, according to their website currently.
Like the first year we did it.
Yes.
So it's also the weekend of our 5th podcast anniversary.
Yes.
That.
So we're going to try to do something kind of extra special.
Yeah.
For that one, which I think is going to be super exciting.
Yeah. It's our 5th, the Tampa Beer Run, June 11th and 12th. That is, I think our actual anniversary is the 10th, but yeah.
Josh.
Bye, Josh.
Thank you, sir.
Hi,
thank you for the beer.
Cheryl.
Have a great dinner.
And hi, Jen. Well, this magically, I had more.
Can we put the link in the coffee chat, please?
How do I have more?
I don't know.
Can we put the link in the coffee chat?
Yes, Amy will put the link in the coffee chat.
I'll be right back.
She'll do that. If you're wondering what the coffee chat is, there's a group of our Runcation Nationers over on Instagram that they tend to be there for the morning coffee chats that Amy does, and they've created a group, a coffee chat crew or coffee crew over there. So if you're wanting in, just drop a message over on Instagram, and I think they'll let you in. I think they'll let you in.
Can anybody add somebody, or because I'm sketchy?
She really.
I don't know if you'll prove me to add somebody.
She really is sketchy.
Oh no.
So back to the race calendar for just a second. So Tampa's going to be awesome. We're going to try to do something extra special for that one. Over the summer, though, we do try to keep ourselves motivated. Sometimes it's hard because when you're trying to do running in the summer here in Florida, you're confronted with oppressive heat. You're at the mercy of the elements basically every afternoon with thunderstorms that we have here, and the mosquitoes can be just absolutely horrendous. But
yes,
we have to keep moving. We have to stay motivated, and we are a huge fan of virtual races. Every year, Disney does a summer race series of 5Ks, and we're hoping that returns again this year. Apparently, it's going to. This also provides us an excuse to go up to the Disney area and bring you guys some great content from in and around the parks.
Value for our annual pass.
That too. And we've also got some ideas for some off-property locations we want to show you. So we're very, very excited for that to come back. I'm curious what the medals are going to look like. But then later in the year, as we round the corner into the final quarter of the year, as we round turn 3, to use some of that, that indie lingo, we are going to be venturing up to Lancaster, Pennsylvania for the Bird in Hand Half Marathon. And we are super excited. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for coming. Yeah, we do have a lot planned, and we are super excited that you could be here.
Yeah, we hope to see you.
Come back. Absolutely. Yeah. Welcome. You're now a member of the Runcation Nation.
You're in Brandon. You could come to the Tampa Beer Run in June.
Oh, there you go.
Yay. Everybody walks it with a beer in hand sometimes.
Well, that race is great. You get a tasting of beer every 3/4 of a mile,
which is great.
On.
Jen is confused. Yes.
Do tell.
I don't know what she's confused about. The fact that we're drinking an IPA this evening, but it's courtesy of Josh. We had to. And it's really kind of citrusy and just a little bitter.
This one has a lot of grapefruit going on with it, I think.
Yes, I would agree. But it's not like
a Schopperhoff or Bromosa, right? But it's got like the pith of a grapefruit. So in September, we are going to be venturing to Lancaster, Pennsylvania for the Bird in Hand Half Marathon. This is going to be another great opportunity for us to do meetups with some extra milers from the Extra Mile podcast.
Yeah. Well, at Shamrock, Chris Darling is going to be there.
Yep. We'll have Chris there.
And
we'll also have the Will Run For podcast folks.
Hosts. Yeah.
I'm very excited to meet up there. And anybody else who wants to come, by the way, come on.
Yes.
But as we continue on.
Yes.
So Lancaster, Pennsylvania in September.
Yes.
We are going to be venturing in October to Detroit, Michigan for the Detroit Free Press Marathon weekend. And we are planning on doing the US Marathon or I'm sorry, the US half marathon, not the full marathon.
Right. Because,
Yeah,
huh.
no, not doing the full.
No. And
But there is
yeah,
an international one there that lets you cross for part of the time into Canada.
there's the half, and then the marathon actually does it too.
Yes.
We're doing the US one.
So I'm excited. That's again
So,
another state we have not been to for the show.
right.
So we're really looking at branching out and getting some states under our belt that we have not done in the past. Of course, November means that it's time for the annual Epcot Food and Wine Festival, and when that happens at Disney, we have to return to Epcot for the Wine and Dine half
Mhm.
marathon weekend. So the official dates have not been announced as of yet. However, every year it's normally in November.
And then hopefully we can register for one of the races.
Yeah, if we can get into something, we're
Something.
going back up there for that one.
Yes.
Because it's running, it's eating, it's drinking. How do you not do that?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
So we're going to be planning on booking that one. More information coming soon because they haven't published. And then to round out the year, we will be for travel. We'll be returning to Atlanta in December.
Yes.
For the next Jeff Galloway Double G weekend.
Because there is a lot of food and beverage that we haven't covered there yet. And it's our coach.
We have to support him.
Admittedly,
we're
that's
biased.
A big part of he's like a father to me.
Yeah. So. Jeff's important to us. Yeah. We, I lived in Atlanta. I went to college in Atlanta. Our first year of marriage, we were in Atlanta. Atlanta's a special city for us. There's amazing, it's a fantastic race course and absolutely incredible cuisine to be had in that area.
J&H Arms, welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
Welcome.
And then to round out the planned races, both real and virtual, we are going to be finishing up the Metal Chasers Virtual Running Club Anti-Heroes 5K series because we still have a few of those medals to earn. So we're big believers in virtual races. We love doing them for the charity aspect, but we really love doing them for the bling aspect to keep us motivated.
True. And we also, we have the Disney Summer Series, but we also have left those months kind of open too, because we might hear when we travel to different races early on, we might hear of other races where, that happened to us several times in 2019 where we heard about like Run the Bluegrass and how wonderful it was. And then we went to it.
Yes.
Like months later. And JoJo will be sure to possibly ship you cranberry apple butter or hold on to it until we get to a race with you.
Or, hey, I-20 eastbound, come on and hang out.
I don't know. We got to get to Alabama.
We do. I want to get back to something like Rocket City Half.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of the Huntsville, Alabama area.
There's a Huntsville Half in the spring sometime, I think.
So...
But
that's an
worth
idea.
looking too. We want to get back there.
We talk about a city that has an amazing food and beverage scene as well.
Oh my God.
That was
just a
welcome surprise.
How far Toy Box Bistro is from the race that we're going to go to in Huntsville when we go there.
Absolutely.
We're going to Toy Box Bistro. No, I don't care.
In April, the Bridge Street Half is what JoJo is saying over here on Facebook.
Huntsville.
So
right?
There you go.
So we should look into that and see if it's like one that has a nice high time limit for Amy, especially if she's got to have surgery.
Yeah, there is that.
Right? Because you got to have adequate time to recover from surgery. Am I right? I know. Yeah.
She's got a rotator cuff issue.
Which, it may not need surgery.
But... May not need surgery. We're waiting to find out.
Yeah.
But we at least got the confirmation of what's going on there.
Yeah.
So we'll find out. Yeah. And JoJo, you
rock.
rock. Thank you.
We'll have to tip her a lot. Like in apple butter, maybe?
In apple butter. Yes. We'll
Maybe?
we'll bring, cases of, or a case and think,
Yeah.
think. Well, listen, guys, just so you all know, new episode is up in the feed. It dropped Tuesday, and we are actually covering, speaking of JoJo and speaking of
Yes.
apple butter,
Uh-huh.
JoJo, this is your episode. If
Mhm.
you have not heard your episode is up. We are covering on this week's episode of the Run Eat Drink podcast the Jeff Galloway half marathon weekend, but we're covering Barb's 5K.
Yes.
And food and beverage from one of our favorite places that we finally officially put on a
yeah, we've talked about
podcast
it
episode.
on lives, but we have not.
And that is the Flying Biscuit Cafe in
Ru-
Midtown
and-
Atlanta.
And related to this, Rhonda Lee is over here on Instagram dropping in hashtags since Josh had to go for dinner. Hashtag will run for apple butter.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, she's winning.
Oh, and JoJo's got a question. What happened to the Italian dinner?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to next week's episode.
And stay tuned for JoJo's copious notes.
Oh,
also.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. We got to give her producer credit on that episode.
We really do.
Got to put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
Yeah. We're super excited. We are super excited. And then also, we are, as you can see, I'm showing you guys the website here because you're looking at the.
You're looking at my shoes.
You're literally looking at Amy's shoes there in the backdrop.
And my praise. Oh.
The back. The back of the house upgrades to the website are still underway. We're still trying to make sure everything renders correctly on phones and mobile devices and all that. Hopefully that'll go live by the end of the week.
It's a process.
But so far so good. We just want to make sure you can read it regardless of what kind of device you're on as best we can. Yeah. And for it to look right. That's the important thing. Want to look good and be a fun place for you to go, get information, listen to back episodes. I think that is important, given that we sometimes drop video as well as audio into our feed. So we want to give you guys a place that you can enjoy all of that.
During the hiatus, we dropped back in a video episode of Meb.
We did. If you didn't catch that in the 2 weeks that we were off, go back and check it out. It's not just an audio. So look at your screen while it's playing. It's video as well.
I mean, then you can see a silver medalist.
Oh, JoJo, you were great. You were a rock star for taking those notes. Thank you. Because we were actually talking about, I was like, yeah, these notes are fantastic.
Right. In the planning and recording and things
So new episode is up.
Fantastic.
You guys have now seen the race calendar that is up at Run Eat Drink Podcast. If you click on run, you'll get the race calendar. We are also going to have a big announcement for new patronage levels. Those are finally done, and they will be up in Patreon probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. So keep your eyes on that.
This Friday, for speaking of patrons, this Friday we have I restarted the Flashback Fridays. Bye, JoJo. Thank you for coming. So I restarted the Flashback Friday.
Excellent.
And it's a companion to the episode. So hopefully you'll like it.
Super cool.
Let me know.
But anyway, we are coming up to the top of the hour. Everybody, thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with us for a little while. I mean, our number one thing is to give you a place to kind of just come and talk and hang out and be with like-minded people who are human beings that like food and drink, who maybe get out there and do some running as well. And if you're planning your vacation around your run, you're runcationing.
Runcationing. It's a thing.
So we need to trademark that.
Oh, I don't think we can.
I don't think so either.
I think it's done.
So anyway, we do appreciate it. New episode is up in the feed. Check it out. The next episode will be on Tuesday. We also have a coffee chat coming this Sunday morning. So we hope that you guys can wake up and enjoy a little brunch cafe with us.
Yes.
For that.
Yay.
Until then, Check out the new episode, runeatdrink.net, or subscribe in your favorite podcatcher, wherever podcasts are served, except for Spotify. I'm not bitter. I just want them
We're
to
just trying.
open it up to video
Well,
as well.
I know. We have to decide what to do.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Cheers to all of you. Cheers to you,
Yes.
my
Cheers
co-host.
to all of you
My host.
and you.
I'm the
Thank
co-host.
you
You're the
so
host.
much.
So
I think you make us the most, though.
I'm the co-host. No,
It's him. He does it all.
I'll see you guys very soon. Amy will see you very soon.
Yes, we will.
She'll see you sooner than I will, though. So
No.
have a great week.
Really? No, we're gonna have the coffee chat together, right?
You tend to just jump on though sometimes.
Oh yeah, maybe. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.